R-Truth this week has been crazy with fans. I'm sure you heard everything. I saw everything that was being said about.
I didn't notice.
Well, in case you didn't know, I wanted to know exactly, was he actually released or leaving the company? And if so, how much did fans play a role in it? Or was there something else that made you guys decide, like, you know what, we want this guy still here?
I love the question. You enjoying the show? Whole part of the show, man.
Listen, it wasn't a part of the show. They released this man. They said they wasn't going to renew his contract. They broke that man's heart. That man went home, stayed the week, got flooded with so many messages by his peers and the whole wrestling community, the whole world. This shit was everywhere. It was not planned. You can't plan something like that. You can't just sit back in the room and say, you know what? We're finna put out a fake news that we released R-Truth. And we're just gonna see what happens. And we're just gonna go off of that. No, that's not what happened. Even that man's son said, stop the cap. This man was fired. He was let go. Now, whether the terms of his contract and things involving that, I don't know. But it's been reported that we gave him a lesser deal than what he already currently had. And he didn't like that, didn't want it, and they let him go. There's a lot of things that can be said, and there's a lot of things can be, it's hearsay. We will never know the full details. As a part of the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, we will never know the details of these things, okay? Whether it was a work or not, I don't know. But let me do some investigation here. Now, R-Truth released a T-shirt the same night that he came back in the company. He released a T-shirt. Now, the same night or whatever, well, not the same night, but the same T-shirt is being worn by Rhea Ripley the Monday after he announced that he got released. And it's the same fucking shirt. Now, could WWE had this shirt already made? Who knows? That's a conspiracy theory. Was it a work or was it not a work? We will never know. But on the same night, the Monday after the news that he got released, she's wearing the same T-shirt that these folks promoted the Money in the Bank the same night. It's all up on WWE Shop. So I don't know. But let me tell you something. The outcry of R-Truth it was universal. They could not ignore that. They had signs up saying that if anybody was chanting, "We want truth," get them out of there with no refund. This is the same people who made Gunther change his Twitter handle. He didn't have WWE in it. Miz didn't have WWE in it. A lot of people was talking about it. Kevin Owens, whatever the case may be. This thing is universal, man. You can't get rid of R-Truth. You can't. The people have the power. If you don't like something, voice it. Every single chance you get, whether on his internet, whether it's at the events, every match, they chanted "We want truth" during every main event match that they had during this week. Raw, SmackDown, probably NXT, I don't know. But it's everywhere. And people berating Triple H and everything like that. I covered it. You can't write that. Why is he trying to take credit for us? He's trying to take credit for us. R-Truth coming back and costing John Cena that match, as poetic as it was the biggest reaction of the night. And you're sitting there telling me that all of this was planned. No, it wasn't. Stop it. TKO is a sports entertainment company. They own UFC. They own WWE. It's a conglomerate, okay? TKO is in the sports business, and WWE is vastly different from the presentation. It's not WWE anymore. It may have the name, the logo, and everything like that, but if TKO wants to come in here and say that you're fired, buddy, you're fired. The days of people in the wrestling business having power is over with now, because these major companies are going to see how good professional wrestling is, and they're going to swoop in and they're going to want a piece of this. It's hard to deny it nowadays, okay? But R-Truth is back where he belonged. He should have never left in the first fucking place. Should have never left. Now let's go into somebody else who just decided that he wanted to just get in on this, right? It's Ricochet. Ricochet, he's jealous of what R-Truth being brought back from being released and having the people chant his name everywhere. I think I heard a little bit of it on AEW. Don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking that chant rang out. But Ricochet had an opinion, had something that he wanted to say, and I just dove into that tweet on X. So Sean Ross Sapp said, I have chills. They listened. Meaning that the fans voiced their opinions on how badly R-Truth was being treated, how he was just let go unjustly and everything like that. Sean Ross Sapp, who is a reliable source in the world of professional wrestling, he gets the scoops, he has all of it, right? So he's saying he has chills. Right up under that, Ricochet has to comment. Why did he have to comment? You're not even in the fucking company anymore. Leave it the fuck alone. They didn't want to keep you. Ever since he went to AEW and he's getting guaranteed money, whether he wins or loses, whether he wrestles one-legged people or whatever the case may be, he just has something to say about any and everything WWE. It could be a fan saying that their favorite wrestler is Javon Evans, and then here he is chiming in saying that he can beat this kid, right? So this right here, he comes in and he says, I remember when Tony changed Mina's music back to her original music, and the fans shit on him saying, Tony lets the fans make decisions. But now, when an entire company's hire someone back, it's all we got worked. Haha, a bunch of mental patients. Why would you say that? This has fuck all to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Yet you want to interject yourself into something that has nothing to do with you. You don't even work for that company. Why are you even watching Money in the Bank? Shouldn't you be worried about All In and what your spot is going to be on that show? Which is probably nothing. But he wishes he can be back there. He wishes that the way that we wanted R-Truth and we chanted R-Truth and we did hashtag R-Truth, he wished that we would have done that for him when he got released by WWE. But no, WWE killed your love for professional wrestling, right? So why are you paying so close attention to him? So the people, us, roasted the hell out of this guy. Roasted the hell out of him. Mercy the Buzzard said, while I'm glad they changed her music back, comparing a bad entrance theme to someone's job ain't it. And he had a point. And you want to know what Ricochet said? See, mental patient number one. The comments after that point just butchered him. Damn, nigga, you obsessed with WWE. You tweet about them every week since you left. And it's true. He wishes he could be there. He knows that he has no fuck all chance of going back. Not after the bridges you burnt on the internet, proclaiming that, AEW is the best place in the world to wrestle. WWE didn't let me do this. I've been trying to do a gimmick like this over in WWE, but Dominic had it. They wouldn't let me do it. Bro, stay over there. You were nothing in WWE. Nothing. These folks told you to get better at promos. You didn't do that. You didn't have no personality. You didn't have no charisma. You didn't know how to talk. Bro, you were the North American champion, the United States champion, the Speed champion, the Intercontinental champion. It's not like these folks did not give you opportunities. But listen, there's one of R-Truth, and there are thousands of views over in AEW. Any and everybody can do fucking flips better than you. Speedball is doing some of the best work I ever seen him do, and I haven't even seen Speedball before until AEW. You're a nobody. Well, I'm not going to go so far as to say you're a nobody. You're somebody. You can contribute to this business, but your contributions is just going to be that you're a flippy guy that can do flips very well. I mean, you're not somebody. You will never be the guy. You will never be the guy. You know, it's kind of like you and Seth Rollins are kind of like in the same boat. Well, no, Seth Rollins is way above you. At least Seth Rollins is an upper mid card main eventer. You're just middle card. You're just a middle card guy. Put a fucking mask on you, your Puma, and you'll be just like all these other motherfuckers who can just leap and jump and bounce. This man said bro's mad because the fans didn't get him hired back, and that's exactly what it is. He mad because he can't get hired back. And they don't want you back. And by the time that your contract is up at AEW, Braun Breaker would have been elevated to new heights. Javon Evans would have been the Intercontinental Champion. People in NXT would have got called up. Rhea Ripley just would have been the biggest star in the fucking business as she already is right now. Where do you fit in? Where do you fit in? You don't fit in nowhere. You're going to be in AEW still trying to find people to be a part of the group. This nigga said that, you know what, I was looking at the landscape of everything and I realized something. I don't have a crew. So you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to get me a crew. And then I'm going to chase gold. Bro, don't nobody want to see that. And who you going to have in your crew? Other flippy people? You can't have no big people because big people can beat your ass up. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? See, Tony don't have nothing for you. So the best thing for you to do is just say, you know what? They got all these groups over here in AEW. I'm just going to get me a little crew too. You might as well get Leo Rush and that other guy. And maybe you can go after the Trios Championship. That's where you should be. You should be in the Trios Championship picture. Because you'll never be in the Kenny Omega picture, Okada, the world title. You'll never be there. You will never be the champion. You're not a draw. Give it up. You had your chance and you blew it. Ricochet, please don't fucking add the already existing issue of tribalism. It hurts both WWE and AEW because fans become tribalistic and then won't even give the other program a chance. For real, you know better. Bro just mad because no one wanted his shit ass back in WWE. That is, man. Like, bro, just stop. But he's not going to stop because he thinks that this shit right here, trolling and getting on the internet, being this way, is going to get him a spotlight. But it's giving him a negative spotlight because he's a douchebag. He's a cornball. This is coming off as desperate. This is coming off of somebody who's bitter. You're acting like Velveteen Dream, but you got a job. So stop. Focus on the playground kids that you are jumping around with on the trampoline at the playground while WWE do their shit on over here. You're not R-Truth. You will never be loved like R-Truth is loved. We love R-Truth on a different level, homie. We love R-Truth like a friend we see each and every week that every time he come up on a TV screen, we pop. We love R-Truth like these people in backstage who have nothing bad to say about him, but love that he's back there to give the morale a boost. People are happy when that man is around. You, buddy, I'm just going to have to be honest with you, like RoboCop. Buddy, I think you're slime.